that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! Well, back again today for another game review, another special Kickstarter review. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Dino Dude Ranch from Letterman Games. This is for 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, and it'll take you about 20 minutes to play. And in Dino Dude Ranch, you're going to be running a ranch, trying to corral dinosaurs and gain the most points, while still trying to avoid tar holes and collecting some delicious cards that will spice up the game. Sound intriguing? Let's open it up and see how it works. Alright, then we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Dino Dude Ranch on our grit mat, which turns every game into a space game. So before we get started, though, I do want to mention this is the promotional copy I have in front of me, so take everything you see here with a grain of salt. Obviously, your dice are probably not going to look like this. I know for a fact he's going to be working on the graphic design, and some of the cowboy guys that are lassoing up are actually going to be girls, so there'll be some girls on there. But let's get to the handy-dandy rule sheet. It is really 6 pages double-sided full color. This is all just about the different fun facts of the dinosaurs. This is different gameplay variants. But this game has a very, very well done, to-the-point rule booklet. You'll be up and running in probably less than 5 minutes with this game, which is always a good thing, and you'll have pretty much no unanswered questions. So we're going to go over the components, then we'll get a little bit into the gameplay. So first, what you're going to be doing in this game, though, is you're going to be trying to lasso up dinosaurs and put them on your ranch. These dinosaurs are going to score you a certain amount of points, and the person at the end of the game is going to, who has the most points, is going to be the winner of the game. So let's get into the components, then I'll show you how the gameplay works. First and foremost, we should have, you got your ranch right here. You're going to have your character here, a little name. These footprints right here are going to decide who goes first. Whoever gets the one that has the most footprints is going to go first. And as you can see on this, you're going to have 15 spots to place dinosaurs or tar pits, which will be right here. Next, each player is going to get one of these scoring cards. On the front, they're all the same. It's going to tell you how much you're going to score for various different dinosaurs and what you're going to need to catch those dinosaurs. So the Triceratops is going to need 2 leaves. This one's going to need 3 leaves, 2 fish, a fish and a meat. And this one you're actually going to have to sacrifice a Triceratops, but the T-Rex is worth 9 points. Now, along the way, you're also going to get some tar pitch, which will go on your farm or on your ranch. And those are going to give you -1, and you can't put a dinosaur those. So those are bad. So each player is going to get a scoring card. Now, on the back, there's going to be one special thing that you are going to know and no one else is going to know. For instance, this player, for each tar pit he gets, instead of that being worth -1, it's going to be worth +1. But most of them are set collections. So every time you get a yellow and a blue, you're going to get 3 extra points. This one, each green you have, you're going to get 1 extra point. This one, you get all 3 of those, you're going to get 4 extra points at the end of the game. This one, you get 8 points, but you have to get 1 of each of them. So each player is going to get 1 of those. You're going to set out the game board. And so let's go over what the components. We got our tar pits. We already talked about them. Next, you're also going to have these different symbols. You're going to have leaves and meat and fish, which are going to be over here. There's going to be little circles that you're going to be collecting to try and capture dinosaurs, to lure them. You're going to be collecting these by rolling these 2d6 dice. So on these dice, obviously, you're going to have leaves, and you're going to have fish, and you're going to have meat. But, in addition, you might also, unfortunately, get the tar holes. And if you roll one of those, then you have to get a tar hole. The other symbol on the black die is going to be this little symbol right here, which is going to give you one of the cards from in the middle. And the cards, and this is also going to come in there, it's got the deck, discard pile, and the 4 dinosaurs you're going to be able to hunt, which we'll get into in a second. The cards really spice up the game and give it a lot of variety. So take a discarded draw card and add it to your hand. If 2 of the same dinosaurs are in the hunting ground and another player captures one, you get the second one for your ranch. So you're going to be getting these cards, and a lot of them you'll be able to play on your turn. Some of them you'll be able to play on other person's turn. Some of them will mix up the dinosaurs you have. There's tons of cards in here, and they will have all sorts of various different effects on the game and the gameplay itself. The one thing is you can only play 1 card on your turn, and you can only play 1 card on someone else's turn. Last, you're going to get a little bag, and inside this bag are going to be dinosaurs, and more dinosaurs. And what you're going to do when you start the game is you're going to randomly draw 4 out of the bag. So we'll say these are the 4 that are there. And these are going to be the 4 dinosaurs that, when it's your turn, you're able to hunt. So we have 2 pink, 1 Triceratops, which is gray, and 1 green. So we are all about the green. So we're going to try and get the green. So we've went over the components. Let's show you a mock hand so you can see exactly how the game works. We're just going to put these to the side and pretend like they're in the bag. But yeah. So on your turn, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to roll the dice, and then you're going to collect whatever you need to collect. So for this turn, we are going to collect 2 green. Now on your turn, you're going to be able to do 3 actions you could potentially do. The first one is you can capture up to 2 dinosaurs from the middle. So right now, we could capture a Triceratops if we wanted. Now, if we decided to capture that Triceratops, we would turn in our 2 green leaves, we'd collect the Triceratops and put it right there, and we would then immediately draw a new tile and put it back out. If we had enough food to capture another one, we could capture another one because you can capture 2 on your turn. Another action that you can take is if you have a card in your hand, you can play a card. The final action you can take on your turn is that you can purchase a card from the center if you're willing to give up 2 of your food pieces. They don't have to match. It can be a meat and a fish, or a fish and a leaf, 2 leaves, whatever you want to do. As long as you have 2, you can trade in 2 for one of the cards. So you're going to be taking 3 actions at the most, aside from rolling dice, which you'll do every single turn. You can do 1, 2, or 3 of those actions, and you're going to continue going around, playing cards, collecting dinosaurs, until someone has either A, collected all the dinosaurs, which could potentially happen, or B, has filled up their entire ranch. Once someone has filled over their entire ranch, the game is over. And what you're going to do is you're going to tabulate up all your points. You're going to reveal your bonus and see, add up your bonus, and whoever has the most points is going to be the winner. And that, in a nutshell, is how Dino Dude Ranch is played. Oh, great dokery. Dino Dude Ranch from Letterman Games. One of my final thoughts. Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the cons side, the game is not going to be for everybody for a couple different reasons. This is definitely a family game. Now, I will say it's also on the lighter side of the filler games, but if you're not in the market for a lighter game or a family game, this one might not be for you. Also, I enjoyed the artwork. Most of the people I played with enjoyed the artwork. My wife, she made me mention this. She thought the artwork, the dinosaurs looked a little bit like turds. I didn't really see it. I didn't see it at all, but my wife didn't like that. It's also 2 to 4 players, so you have a smaller gaming group, or in this case, a smaller family. It might not be for you. And 4 players does drag on a little bit longer than you'd like sometimes compared to 2 and 3 players, but it's not too terribly long at all. So, that's about it. Moving on to the pros. Dino Dude Ranch. I mean, if you watch the middle of the video, you probably know what you're getting in for, and I like this game. I really did. I think it's going to be a fantastic family game. That's it. It's simple, it's fun, it's quick, it's easy to play, it's easy to teach, the rule booklet's well done. I like the artwork, and the cards. The cards are what really saves this game for me. It makes this a game that I can say, okay, this is a good, great family game, but this could also be busted out on game night as a filler game, because those cards give this game just that little bite that you're looking for in a game. It just gives you enough tactileness, what's the word? It gives you enough choices. Like, you'll start getting those cards, and you'll be like, ooh, I can do this. I can, get rid of 4 of my dinosaurs and randomly grab some more out of the bag, so maybe I'll start collecting, like, some low-priced dinosaurs. Or, ooh, if someone does this, I'm going to get to do this, so maybe I'll wait and hold on to this so I can do that later on. Then there's the set collection aspect, where you're going to be gaining points for certain different things. It has just enough to make it so that I think gamers, like real gamers, like gamer gamers, will enjoy this game as a filler game. Another thing I liked about this game is it says ages 12 and up. Poppycock. Ignore that completely. I think you can play this with a 6 or 7-year-old. But I will put one caveat on that. I think this is a great family game for one main, well, there's a lot of main reasons, but one of the main reasons is that I think you can introduce this to children when they're really young, when they're 6 or 7 years old, and just get rid of the cards. Now, granted, getting rid of the cards is going to make the game a little bit boring, but you're going to be able to introduce the children to the mechanics of the game and the game itself, and they're going to love the artwork and the cute colors and all that sort of stuff. And then, once they get a little bit older, you can start to integrate the cards into this. We actually did this with a younger child, and we just, whenever we came up to the card, came up with a dice roll where it was, you got the one that you drew the card, we said, that's a wild. So you get to pick whichever kind of food you want when that comes up. And that worked out really, really well. So overall, Dino Dude Ranch, if you were in the market for a family game and you have 2 to 4 people who play routinely, this is a no-brainer. Also, if you're in the market for a light filler game, for a smaller gaming group, this one is really good as well. One more thing I forgot to mention is that 2 players, this one plays lightning fast. 3 players slows down a little bit. 4 players is a little bit of the lengthier game. You are going to get to that 35-40 minute mark. But when you have 2 players who know how to play this game just flies by. So if you're looking for that, this one also might be for you. That was Dino Dude Ranch coming to a Kickstarter near you very, very soon. I will post a link on the link below. Tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you. Also in the comments below, let me know where was the coolest spot that you have ever gone on vacation. For me personally, I was lucky enough to go on the Bud Light Port Paradise cruise. I got to see Dave Matthews Band on a private island, and there was just like unlimited. Yee-hoo! It was a lot of fun. We went to the Bahamas. A lot of fun. But let me know in the comments below, what is your most memorable vacation that you have ever gone on? Because, well, vacations rock. And also, if you enjoyed this content, thanks for your time.
That was a review for Dino Dude Ranch. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner.